Hello guys, this is Cobalt, and today we are actually going to be working on the rest of this house, so the add details. And before we start, I just thought if I did something like that it would look good, so we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. So go ahead and do some tricky stair stuff. And let's see, how does that look? It certainly adds to the building, but I'm not gonna keep it. You guys can do what you want with that part. But I will say I do like it on these ones, so I'm at least gonna do it with that. Okay, so now comes the part where we do the added details. So what I'm gonna do is grab some just basic tree materials and just build some trees. Doesn't need to look perfect, just needs to be there for the sake of being there, and everything will be fine. Yeah, that looks good so far. Leave some space though. Do whatever you want with your derpy trees because it doesn't matter. But leave some space over here for the driveway. I'm also probably going to have a little walkway, maybe a garden here too. But then what you would do is walk around here. Either that or take the back door, which I'm going to incorporate with the interior. And out here would be the back deck of the house. So what we're going to be using for the back deck are these. Some cobblestone, if I can find where there. Some stone bricks, maybe some stone, some water, some oak planks, some sandstone, and we'll just work with what we have right now and see how that'll work. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear out an area that corresponds with the house. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And then, so 25, and then bring it out. See how 10 blocks looks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Definitely out more, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. What if we reduce it to 15? That's the size we're looking for. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And just conjoin these. And now you have to go through the effort of breaking all of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera because it's pretty self-explanatory. You guys shouldn't need a tutorial for breaking blocks. If not, then if you do, then you need to relearn how to play Minecraft. But I'll be back with you guys when that is over with. Okay, so now that you have that done, go ahead and clear out these extra pieces of grass just so they don't get away. go ahead and fill those in with some cobblestone. And I'm going to give cobblestone a try. I'm also gonna make a little like area surrounding it, because I'm gonna actually have it go down one area with slabs, or one slab, I guess you could say. I can't speak in this episode. Alright, so that's gonna be a nice sized deck, or porch, I should be calling it probably. I just know now, excuse me, that everyone's gonna be correcting me for it now. It is still fairly early in the morning, so that is why I'm yawning. So maybe have this part that's with slabs be a width of 2, I should say. Just bring it around over here. And that will actually might extend it out one more block just for the looks. Now, just for the added detail, right here where you would walk in, it's actually going to remain to be one block up from the rest of the slabs. Have this come down here. And this is the main lounging area of the deck, where you'd sit down, maybe cook some stuff on the grill, just maybe chillax, get a tan. Now, make a little border around the pool. I actually don't like how that border is looking, so we're gonna try something else. What about... I know what to do, guys. I know what to do. Just bear with me. Maybe I'll try these. And no. What about lapis? Yeah, that'll do something. I'm gonna go ahead and try with lapis real quick. You don't have to do it. Don't do it yet, because I might change my mind, because I'm very picky when it comes to building in Minecraft. Yeah, I don't like that color. Maybe we should just try some sandstone. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be working. Definitely. So now we're going to dig out the pool. And maybe one end will be nice and shallow to just sit back, relax, have some soda. But then this end will be for playing around in the pool. So I think I'm going to go ahead and actually have some underwater blocks for this part. So maybe try with all of these. Definitely doing this for the pool. I mean the underground. Or not the underground, the ground, sorry. Does that look better? Let's find out. Yeah, that's gonna work. You guys can change it to however you please though, because once again it is all your build, your decision, your time. Now, actually gonna go ahead and add some lanterns just for the added effect, as I like to say all the time, but you get what I mean. So now get some of your dirt out, or some kind of filling block, just so it is easier to add the water to the pool. This is not permanent, don't worry. Only doing that so we didn't have to fill it all in while we were building it, or have a bunch of issues whilst we were filling it in. But now you have a fully functional pool in your backyard. So maybe while we're here, we'll pull out some of this wood and make some areas to just chill out. Maybe some umbrellas. Now, a good thing with 1.9, one of the good things with 1.9 is the fact that you can do these cool things with sorry, I cannot speak. The pillar blocks now. Oh, the the glass panes and the iron bars, I'm sorry. Now, a bit of a tricky part, you can improvise if you have to, but just so it looks special, go ahead and give yourself some barriers. And you might, if you're building this on the server, you might just have to improvise, because most server administrators will not give out any barriers. But if you're building on a single player world with cheats, great, because that is exactly what we're using to get this house done. I wish you could stack carpets just like you would stack snow. That would be lots of efficient. But that's okay looking so far. Or it could be moved over one block. So let me just real quick move this all over. So that's how you know that all the barrier blocks have been broken. Now go back with your barriers. This will make it challenging, impossible actually, to get above, but that's okay, because this is all just for show, right? Ooh, messed up. Hang on. I keep placing that wrong. We've corrected ourselves. We're ready to go on. I probably need to stop spending so much time on the pool though, because the pool doesn't matter that honestly that too much, but it still matters, because I mean lots of nice houses have decks and all that. So maybe this is your deck all finished. How's that looking? That's looking good. You can add more detail if you really want to, if you really need to. Now we're going to go ahead and add a pathway that leads back to the house from the front. And just go ahead and fill this in with cobblestone. By the way, for those who for some reason didn't watch the first part but they're watching this part, the resource pack that I'm using is called Flows HD. And I will actually try to provide a download link to everything in the description. So the shader pack, and the resource pack. And who knows, maybe if I ever do enough let's builds on this little world of mine, I'll even release a world download so you guys can fool around on the map. Probably have a goal of using 3 texture packs, all of them being number 1 this one, number 2 the default texture pack, and number 3 either Conquest or John Smith. Most likely John Smith because that's what I'm most familiar with. But you can go ahead and destroy all this now that we're done with it. You can maybe move it somewhere else if you still need it, but I know that I won't be needing it anymore for sure. Because it's just getting in the way at this point. I'll go ahead and grab some stone and clear out an area for your driveway. This would be where all your neighbors pull in maybe and come hang out with you for all your pool parties, because in this game you're rich because of the house you just made. You've made lots of money, you've worked hard all day, all year long, and it's summer. You're ready to have a nice break. You hop in your swimming trunks, call some friends over, just go swimming for the rest of the time. Sounds awesome, doesn't it? And sadly, I only have about 1 more month to do that as I record this, because school is starting up very soon. August 30th is when I go back. But in all honesty, I'm not saying that I'm complaining anyways, because I really don't have, other than when my friends are hanging out or when I'm recording for YouTube, I really have nothing better to do at my house other than just sit around and watch YouTube. Which is nice at times, but usually just gets boring after a long time. Might go ahead and bring this in just to add some smoothing. That looks okay. That looks okay. So now we're gonna bring this out 1 more block, and just for the added effect, we're gonna go ahead and actually add a post. I'm not sure, like something that where you would like drive in onto private property, excuse me, or something like that. So we're gonna go ahead and grab as much of the stone blocks as we can and experiment with that. But this shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory actually. Although we probably have to bring that in one block. And I also want to have these. There you go. That's the entrance to your house. So you just pull in. And I'm also probably gonna build a gate around the house. So just follow my steps. I'm gonna do the first couple with you guys on camera, just so you guys get a basic idea of what we do for the gate. So slabs and then pillars, just like so, and then have for every one of these blocks, the pillars have a stair coming out that way actually. So that is what you're going to do for the gate, and I'm going to make a gate all the way around the house and be back with you guys when that is done. Okay, after a very dreadful 10 minutes, I have finished the entire gate around the perimeter of the house. And as you can see, it just adds a little nice effect to the house so that it feels more enclosed and safe. Also, just so you guys know, I'm actually editing this path because there's no way I could have conjoined it like that. So we're actually just gonna have it join up with the road right here. Perfect. We're also just gonna excuse me. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so now we add the extra detail, such as little trees, flowers, any nature. So we're gonna do that right now. I'm not gonna go off camera, but you don't have to follow the steps I'm doing either because they're your trees. It really doesn't matter. You can make them look whatever you possibly want because they are just trees. They're not that important. They just add to the effect. It's the only reason they're there. Because when building modern default Minecraft trees really just don't look too good. But excuse me, it is your build, so you are allowed to use default trees if you feel that that is necessary. I take no credit for redos or parodies on this house or recolors because I know on its own it's it's pretty shit right now. But I'm not gonna say that I did horrible, considering that this is one of my first tries with modern and one of my first tries with modern on camera. But so yeah, cut me some slack if it looks horrible. Alright, so those are the front yard trees. Now that those are out of the way, we're gonna add in some vegetation. I'm gonna grab some tall double grass, some ferns, some rose bushes, some tulips, some blue orchids, some mushrooms, some vines. So much we can do with this. It's crazy. But I think we have a nice selection so far. So we're gonna go ahead and not use this, use this. And just splatter it all around the grass. As I say, just for added effect. It's all up to you what you want to do with this. That looks pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and do it over here. Completely random. You do not at all have to follow what I do with this part. And I don't recommend it either. If you do copy every little bit that I have made and for this part, then you have a brave soul. Now, let's see. Can I place mushrooms anywhere? No, I can't. So, scratch the mushrooms. Maybe just add some natural looking flowers like some orchids. Orchids are always nice. I love the way in the spring all those like blue flowers bloom in your yard, and this is exactly what all these flowers remind me of. Let's see, is that looking good? Yes, quite good. Now we're gonna take out some leaves, maybe add some little bushes. So maybe along the pathway, some bushes. Now remember, bushes never have to be perfect. Bushes are always crazy, just like my hair used to be, but I cut it. Bushes do whatever they feel is right to do. Nothing determines their journey. Nothing determines their growth. Just what they feel is right. So just continue to add some bushes for the effect. Now, you have the front of the house done. Just for a little bit of effect, let's say that you have that one slightly annoying person, or one annoying person in your life that always would want to have tulips in your garden. So let's go ahead and bust out some of this podzol. That looks pretty nice, I think. Or maybe we'll just switch over to the other one. But let's try some tulips on here. I like that. Sorry about that. Now maybe add some more bushes along the way, all the way back to here. Maybe out here you'd have yourself a nice garden. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just start going crazy with the bushes over here. Does not matter one bit at all. Bushes do exactly what they want. So now grab some grass and ferns and just, as we did before, you know the drill. Just go around and place them anywhere you see fit. Alright, now maybe add some blue orchids in. And don't forget about this side though. You don't want this side to be lonely. Just try to add as much detail as possible because it might seem dreadful while you're doing it, but you really pay for it in the long run because it looks so much better and so much nicer and so much more appealing to look at, rather just have a house in the middle of nowhere in some giant flat land with not even a gate around it. But if you add the gate and the added flowers and the added details like all this, it really helps tie the place together. So now what I'm going to do is grab some more of these and go back over here, maybe create just a few more trees, because you know I have some trees by my pool in my backyard in real life, so kind of hard to live without it, but it's nice. Maybe more than just one tree so it doesn't look so flat and bland. Yeah, that looks okay. I like it. Now, maybe just on the interior of this, just go crazy with your leaves and add some crazy looking bushes on the side of the gate, indicating maybe some moss growth or just crazy leaf growth, doesn't matter. And to my surprise, I always thought that I would have trouble building anything modern, but I'm actually having lots of fun with this. Like just going all out with as much detail as possible. It really does pay in a good way in the long run. But for this episode, or for this part I should say, that is going to be it. We have completed a nice amount of the exterior detail. We have the house built, we have the pool, the porch, the wall. But that's gonna be enough time for this part because we're already at 29 minutes. So, as always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Hello guys, this is Cobalt, and today, this is hopefully the last part of this, building this house. And actually, to be honest, I'm not all too excited and too all antsy for it to end, because actually I enjoy this a lot now that I think about it. But I just have a few more things to add to the deck here, and then we'll be all finished. So I know for a fact that I want to add a fireplace, just to sit around at, maybe chill. Should I have it lit though? Wait, hold on, let me check something. Okay, we're good. Make sure that if you don't have it disabled already, set that to a false game role, or else your stuff will burn down. So maybe just have some seats here, keep nice and warm by the fire. Go ahead and grab some torches, some fences, maybe just add some nice lighting, kind of like tiki torches maybe, if you have those around your pool. I know I do at my house. It's quite nice, especially when they're all lit. you go swimming at nighttime. Yeah, that looks a little weird, but I guess we can work with that. But now we have the outside completed, and in my opinion, looking very sexy actually. We're gonna go ahead and walk inside. You'd see this house and think, wow, oh boy, Cobalt, this is an amazing house. But what are we gonna do when someone opens a door and sees nothing but blank, boring space? That is exactly why I'm making this episode, to finish off my tutorial and show you guys how I'm going to work on the interior. So to start with, I'm just going to add a few of these to the porch just for the detail. Maybe just as, or maybe I could do something like this. A little swing just to swing on. Or maybe not, That's right, I can't. Or I can actually, we're good. So just have a swing with some spruce on the bottom of it. And now you can just, maybe you're chillaxing with your girlfriend, or you're just waking up in the morning, looking out the window, looking out the porch, sipping your coffee. I know that's what I would do if I lived in a house like this, certainly. Now we're forgetting something that's very important that we haven't really incorporated at all with this build: lighting. So I was thinking maybe put some light there. How's that look? That looks good. I'll leave it like that. Now, porch light right there. And you may light this up, this area, however you please, but I'm going to leave it just the way it is now, just so we can speed things up a little. And for what you guys have been waiting for, let's go on and do the inside of the house. So I'm going to, just so it's easier to see things, I'm going to turn my dynamic lights on and just dual wield that so we can walk around and see things easier. Only reason I don't ever have dynamic lights on that much is because it makes my frame rate drop usually. But it's doing okay right now. It's a little choppy. Okay, so what looks really garage door like? This would work, right? Oh, yeah, that's glowstone. No. Yeah, that'll work. So now we're gonna go ahead and add some rooms to the house. So maybe, what color should I make the walls? I should make them light gray terracotta. And this is going to be the first room where you just walk in and get situated from the door on the inside. So what would we call this room? This would be the room where you just walk in. Maybe this can be a little bathroom, maybe. Yeah, a little bathroom will work. Then out here is where the entrance to the outside of your house would be. So I'm gonna grab this acacia door because that looks really nice for this type of thing, right? Kind of looks like a good substitute for, or I have an even better idea right now, guys. So what we're gonna do is clear out an area of 4 blocks. Go ahead and grab some of these. And thank God with this new 1.9 update, the gates will now connect up to the glass panes, And that used to be a huge problem back then in the old days of Minecraft, because you would have to really improvise with your builds because you didn't have the option of connecting up your stuff like that. So maybe this will be like a little living room. Maybe you'll have a TV here somewhere. My voice is really losing it today, guys. Anyways, this is gonna be the living room actually, definitely. So next is the room up here. I'm also gonna go ahead and get some lighting in here. So I have a plan for lighting. So let me see. What if I did something like this and went ahead and called that a lamp? That works, right? Yes, it does. And now I'm going to go ahead and just so we can get right into the detail of this house, just maybe add a painting here. That looks super nice already. Add some of these. Maybe if it's a cold winter's day and your pool's closed and you just want to chill out, little armor stand to hold up your hat and your coat. I'm liking that. So this is just that's it for the entrance of the room. Now up here is gonna be, well, over here is gonna be like the living room. See if I can actually get a painting that works. Hold on. Okay. Now maybe just for the added effect, as I say all the time, add some buttons maybe so it looks like controls to the TV. Now, pick out something for your couch. It's going to be quite challenging in Minecraft, not gonna lie. But just to give you guys an example, as I like to say, we use quartz for now. You can just sit down, watch some TV. By the way, you guys can probably be so much more creative and better with the lights than I can be with this house. That's just all me. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to follow me for the lights because I'm pretty damn horrible at it. Maybe I'll have a little bush over here. Or ooh, I like that a lot. A little conjoined room. Can walk in. Yes, that is good. And over here will actually be how we get upstairs. Some kind of special contraption, I'm sorry, way to get up with stairs. That looks a little odd, but it'll probably work. Maybe to keep it from looking less odd, we cannot do that. Okay, never mind. I guess we just have to deal with it. But as I like to say, you guys can probably find something else more creative to do with it. But what I'm going to do with this room actually is go ahead and make a kitchen. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That is my alarm. Indicating that I should probably be getting off soon. But I still have some time. So let me grab some Block of iron, maybe. Let's see how that looks for a fridge. That'll work, definitely. So there's your fridge. And there is your sink. We add some faucets. Fill it with water, because in my family we always have dishes, so that's something I'm used to seeing. Now maybe add some of that just for the added detail, as I like to say, as always. What am I looking for, guys? I'm going crazy. Okay, grab that. And then you have a little drawer right there. So now grab yourself some stove. Yeah, that's how you talk English, guys. No, grab yourself some of those is what I probably should have said. And there's a nice little oven. It's a little off-centered, but we'll find something to do with it. Yeah, you know, just have a drawer right there. Yes, I like that. Okay, so that's gonna be it for your kitchen. That's what you like, just a nice simple kitchen. I'm also gonna have myself an island because I'm a type of person that would actually love to have an island in my house, but we don't, sadly. Sadly, but not surely. But yeah, that's about it for the kitchen. Maybe add some more drawers just to take up as much space as possible. And the method I'm using to make drawers is very simple, very easy to catch on to it. But as you can see, the downstairs of this house already starting to come together, and just as one last little detail, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some dirt. Not terracotta, actual dirt, Cobalt. Now, just maybe it'll look better with actual. I suppose that works, right? Yeah, that'll have to work. Oh wait, that looks like a Christmas tree actually. Never mind, don't do that. Let's see. Maybe just a super simple, plant right there like that for the added detail. Now the garage. The garage is gonna be a bit of a challenge for me actually, now that I think about it. Actually, no, it's not. I know what to do. So, I'm gonna grab me some smooth sandstone, wherever that is, if I could find it. Ah, here it is. First of all, let me get some light in here. And maybe just one more light there. Do something really creative to hide up how ugly that looks. So maybe some blocks like this. Yeah, that works definitely. Alright, now there's the interior of the garage. Now just to add some more detail, maybe have like a little working bench area for you to work on your tools. You can add cars in here if you want, but I'm not the kind of person to have cars in my Minecraft houses. But that's all up to you because it's your world, your build, your creativity. Let's see. Grab me another one of these item frames, which is here. Gotta remember that. And then grab some of that. And just go all out with some more drawers to hide more stuff. Oh my god. Actually starting to want to speed up a bit because I only got about 13 minutes left, so I gotta really start. I gotta really stop stalling and just get more. I don't know. So maybe just for the added effect, as I like to say, too frequently, in fact, just add on some water potions to your brewing stand. There's your garage. Not supposed to be very detailed anyways, unless you have a messy garage like mine, but you probably don't, thankfully. Now we have the downstairs done. Now we have to do the upstairs. The upstairs is going to be much more spacious and easier to work with, I assure you. So we're gonna have a room that actually cuts off to here, because this is where we come upstairs and enter from right here is where this room is gonna start. And just pull out some anvils, pull out some of this. Crouch and place these because I used to always have that problem. Just make sure you crouch in place and you'll be all good. Just do whatever you want with the lighting here. I'm not sure what I do. But I don't need to anyways, because this is just the world with the day and night cycle game rule turned off. Alright, so maybe this is like a little living space again. Or just to fill up this area since it's kind of empty. Add one more of these plants, because plants in a house are always nice. And you could also, I can't believe I'm forgetting, but you also have the option to add flower pots. Nice lighting levels, so we'll be good. You should be good too. And then maybe this will be a bedroom actually, and over here will be a bathroom. How am I gonna pull this off? Is this directly connected to the roof? Yes, so Excuse me. Sorry, my sinuses are acting up today. I'm not sure why. Yeah, definitely that will be the bathroom, and here will just be a nice hallway. You can always fill out the areas that you don't really need with just extra things and extra added details. So as I mentioned before, we can go ahead, take this, get myself a flower. Maybe I'll even get a cactus. Yeah, I'll try a cactus. Oh, I can't type. Okay, cactus. Yeah, that's what we'll stick with. Bear with me because I'm pretty horrible at interior design. So this would be like your just lobby where you'd come in, maybe have some decoration so it doesn't feel as boring. So rip out one of these, place it here. Maybe place a painting there, excuse me. Now this is your bedroom. So of course you want to add a door, like maybe this jungle door will do nicely, I think. Whatever corresponds with your texture pack if you're not using this one for some reason. But I can understand why you wouldn't be if you don't. I mean, like I'll accept it is what I'm trying to say, because you don't have to have a texture pack to build. It just makes it look better. So this is going to be the bedroom. So I want to add some nice detail to it. Right here, I know that I want to add, wait, hold on, let me finish this off real quick because I'm really like losing it here today. Anyways, here I'm going to add in some nice wool for a bed. Man, wool seems like it's so much harder to find. Here it is. So grab some you can make your bed absolutely whatever color you want. It's completely up to you, but I'm gonna make it a solid gray color just to provide a nice example. So maybe this is like where you cut this, like the cover edge, and this is your pillow where it sticks out. I'm really running out of time, guys. So maybe also in your room you have a little dresser with a nice mirror. You'd probably have to be slightly creative with how you light this room up, because if you do place lights next to ice, it will melt. Or you could just select a different block for it, which is probably the best bet. But because I have to be the one making things look fancy, I kind of have to use the ice. So we'll just add the light up above the bed for now. And that doesn't look too bad, actually. I like that. So this is the bedroom. And now all we have to do to finish off with the interior, thankfully I have enough time, is add ourselves a bathroom. So I know for a fact that right here I want a bathtub. What is this? That's clay. I can't think today. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I don't know what's wrong with me. No, add some water here, and I guess just deal with the dripping. I don't know. Once again, you guys can figure something creative out. Where's my glowstone? I love glowstone. So maybe I'll have a sink right here. Wait, no, yes, a sink right here. So I gotta move the glowstone. That's a nice place, I think. Because I'm also gonna add the toilet here. Oh, just so we know where to put things. Excuse me, I'm still tired. I don't know why. Now get that. Maybe just remove this part just for the added detail. So that's where you'd flush it or open it, whatever it might be. And maybe right here you have a little nice comic book. So let me grab some stone slabs. So maybe this is where you'd like to keep your comic books. Just for the detail, since of course any logical thinking person would have the window blurred out at this part, so you can just replace all the windows in this area with white glass, and so that people know that it is the bathroom. So add yourself a faucet. Maybe add yourself some drawers for possible towels or anything like that. I think there was a way you could have toilet paper too. Let me see. I believe so, actually. Let me grab this. If I could find some paper. It doesn't really work with this texture pack, at least, but I know that in some texture packs it does work pretty well. Or was there another block that worked with it? Excuse me, once again. That works for now, I guess. Nice substitute. Looks enough like toilet paper, I think. So you just come in here. Of course, I'd have to have a door here, because any logical thinking person would have a door there, or else they probably wouldn't buy the house. But that's about it for the interior. And also, that is about... Wait, actually, got one more thing to do. And that is just to add some effect, a nice painting in there, and a nice painting. That's nice. I'd like to. That's some nice to look at and think about while you're just cleaning off. But that's gonna be it for this episode of Cobalt builds, whatever I'm gonna call it. I'm not sure yet. But this was actually my very first attempt at building a full-on modern house without any tutorials whatsoever, just completely freehand. So tell me what you think in the comments. Should I keep doing this series? As I said in the beginning, this is just experimental, and I should probably stop soon because my game is lagging, indicating that Fraps has like run out of memory, and that's my cue to stop now. So if you guys enjoyed, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.